Hey everyone, I hope you're well. I sure am, because I'm here to talk about what is probably my favourite acoustic album I've ever heard and will ever hear, which is Elliott Smith's haunting debut, Roman Candle. Roman Candle was a gorgeous, bittersweet album of 9 songs that literally are stellar. This album is so stellar, you don't believe it. I could talk about this record and its melodies and its lyrics and its avant-garde style and its vocals and its flawless guitar playing for hours on end. And obviously I'm going to keep this quite a short and sweet review, but this album genuinely is one of the greatest pieces of music I've ever heard, and I'd go as far to say this is my second favourite album I've ever heard. When I first heard this album, which was I'd say about August time, so like a decent few months ago, it connected with me on such a deep level. Elliott's fantastic, whispery, calm, atmospheric vocals meshed with his fluid picking and guitar playing, or finger picking if you will, created such a raw sort of emotional sound, you know. This album has sad melodies that aren't really got a catastrophic chord progression, and this album does not follow chord progressions in the slightest. It's got such an innovative sound, especially in Elliott's playing, as I know I've just said that, but this album really highlights the innovative playing of Elliott, or Stephen if you're a real Elliott Smith fan. But so many of the melodies in this album really make me want to fall to my knees. This is actually a true story. I was listening to one of the songs of this album, in particular, No Name Number 3, and the main guitar melody was so good, I just had to lay down and appreciate it for a minute. Like, no other album has made me do that. No other song has made me do that, dude. No Name Number 2 is a purely gorgeous song which features some lovely harmonica playing and has a fantastic, just so such a depressing melody. Like, not depressing in the sense that it's bleak and it has a minor chord progression, it just has a really bittersweet sound. And that's the thing about this album, it is bittersweet. And I absolutely love the artwork scheme as well. That really, like, unorthodox black and white style is just superb. Last Call is another really good highlight of this album, which has such a powerful chorus and an incredible refrain of Elliott's really stripped back vocals with some fantastic warm electric guitars meshing with the lovely rhythmic acoustic guitars with no drums. It's such like a silenced punch. It's a fantastic method, and it has a gorgeous outro in which Elliott's self-harmonising is absolutely stellar. The opening track, Roman Candle, was the first song that I really heard of Elliott Smith that was just so intriguing to me and what really got me into him. It was the chorus I heard. I wanna hurt him. That was such a powerful, just mesmerising chorus, and this whole album carries a really fascinating hypnotic sound. The outro, Kiwi Mad Dog 2020, is really overlooked. I read some reviews saying it's quite like a useless, meaningless instrumental outro, although I quite like it. It has quite this like quirky sort of bouncy sound, and it really adds sort of like a really calm mesh of sound over like sort of like to conclude the whole album, like a really nice reflective resolution. And it's an album I don't think I'll ever get tired of. So yeah, that's my quick review. I'll get into the CD unboxing now, but overall I just really wanted to share my appreciation for this absolutely flawless record in the sense of its writing and its guitar playing and vocals. Just honestly, I'm myself an acoustic musician, and I've released 2 previous albums last year which were quite unusual, quite lo-fi, but I'm planning to release my next album with a lot of inspiration from this record. And musically, I've taken a lot of inspiration from Elliott's style of playing. I haven't completely ripped him off, obviously, but it's definitely had an influence on my work, and I've been noticing an increase in my writing ever since I got into this album. So yeah, but yeah, let's get into the CD unboxing. Okay then folks, here's the CD itself. Again, I absolutely adore that front cover artwork. There's the back. I love the handwriting textile. It's brilliant. Here's the booklet. And all the lyrics there. Look at the last song on the album, Last Call. Not the last song, but the last song with lyrics. It's got like an insane amount of lyrics, dude. It's like he's just speaking his heart, and it's like a 3-4 minute song. Gorgeous. That's the CD. So, to conclude with this review, Elliott Smith's 1993 debut Roman Candle is a top-notch album, and if you're in for a really gorgeous, emotional, calm, and just well-crafted half-an-hour listen, I highly recommend checking out this album, as it is cruelly underlooked, and again, stands as one of the greatest pieces of music ever released. Full stop, on my opinion. I will never get tired of this album. It's so good. So, thank you for watching this review. Again, in case you couldn't tell, I absolutely adore this album, and I do recommend checking it out if it's your style. Have a wonderful day, and take care.